It's great to see you all today here at Shell Point TV. We're so thankful that you tuned in. I'm Ronette Icho, and I'm the Vice President with Marketing and Sales here at Shell Point, and I'm joined by Deb Rex, our Resident Engagement Manager. So thankful that she's here. You know, it was because of many of you and your feedback to us that we initially brought Deb Rex on and put together her role here at Shell Point. Several of you had talked to us and given us feedback over time about your situation when it was time to move in, that it would be so nice to have somebody on staff to help you get connected to the different departments and the different opportunities here at Shell Point. And so through your feedback and through focus groups that we did with you, we agreed that it was the right time to bring a resident engagement manager onto Shell Point. And Deb Rex, her reputation precedes her. She was given to us really as a recommendation from someone who said, you've got to hire her at Shell Point. And we are very, very thankful that we did. Deb has done a great job with getting to know all of our resident court reps, who are the voice for many of you. And she has been a great filter of information to our team based on sharing with us what the residents are feeling and what their experience is moving in. So we're thankful for your feedback. And actually, that's why we're here today. We want to talk with you again about one more next step that we would like to take to gain some of your feedback and perspective. So I'm joined with Deb, who has been spearheading a very exciting project, actually gathering an outside, she has done quite a bit of research to look at different companies that are out there who put together surveys to collect feedback so that we can find out what we are doing well and what we need to improve upon. So Deb, maybe tell us a little bit about the research that you did in selecting the group that you selected and why you chose them.
Sure. So we are partnering with Holleran, which is an independent research firm, and in searching for a research firm to partner with, one of the avenues that I was looking for, one of the qualities I was looking for, was a firm that had experience in continuum care retirement communities. And Holleran has quite a bit of experience in that area, and actually that's what they specialize in.
I'm really glad that we were able to go with them. And I do know other communities who've used Holleran and have spoken very highly, and they are capable of collecting and aggregating the data in a certain way that others may not be. They have an expertise in that. And you know, we did talk a little bit about how we're going to collect this data. Historically, there have been times where communities have done this on paper, but then there are huge advantages to doing some of this electronically, not only for the staff that has to collect the data, and we have a huge number of residents that we're going to be collecting for, but also the way that they're able to formalize some of the data. Maybe do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yes, by going and moving forward with an online survey, we're able to collect the data throughout the whole community. And as you mentioned earlier, we were only doing snapshots of the community.
Yes.
Now we're going to be able to offer the opportunity for every resident to complete a survey. So there's a timing factor that having it online will be enhanced, and also the accuracy and the ability to massage the data and drill it down and really get information that's going to be meaningful to our residents, to our community, to make a difference.
Yeah, that's right. And that you are right. You hit on something. Over time at Shell Point, we have collected feedback from residents in a variety of capacities, and one of those was a quarterly resident survey that was sent out to 150 residents at a time, sort of at random, and that was helpful to us for a variety of reasons, but we have decided collectively as a whole that it is time to take a snapshot look at how all of our residents are feeling. We've made some major advancements in the industry recently. We've had additional communities come on board. We have grown, we have made some changes, so we wanted to hear from everyone all at once. And so that's why we decided to do this with an outside company. And electronically allows us to gather all the information, aggregate it together, find out some areas of strength, some areas of opportunity, and it also allows us to pulse check. So for instance, over time, if we find that we had an area of weakness where we needed to make improvements, the department that's responsible for that area can put together an action plan with some follow-up steps, and then we can come back every 3 months or 6 months or annually, whatever is most appropriate based on the subject that we're dealing with, where we've made those improvements. And then we can hear from the residents who can tell us, yes, it is better, or here's how we'd like to tweak it further. So we're really excited about the process and what they're able to do for us in that capacity.
Exactly.
Yep. So when we go to roll this out, I know the timing is the second half of March. Maybe you can tell a little bit about the dates and where they can complete the survey and how it can happen.
Exactly. We will have a banner on our website, and we will be posting a website address that you'll be able to access the survey. The survey will be from Wednesday, March the 13th, the window period, from March the 13th until Friday, March the 29th.
Perfect.
So there's a significant amount of time, and we actually purposefully made that window more than a 2-week period of time to allow all residents to be able to take time to complete it. We're hoping for a high return rate on those surveys. Your voice is what makes the difference, so we really, really want to see a high return rate.
Yep, that's right. So what you can expect is a letter in your mailbox. Actually, our president and CEO, Martin Chappell, is very passionate about hearing from each and every one of you. It is his desire to make improvements wherever we can make improvements. And so he'd love to hear from you. We'd love to hear from you. And so you'll receive a letter from him. In the letter, there'll be a link that you can log into. If you don't have a computer of your own at home or you're not very comfortable on the computer, no worries. We have been working with a variety of other residents who are volunteering to help. We'll have all the computer areas set up. We're working with IT and our digital team to make sure that that's easily accessible for all of you, so we'll have details to come on that, and Deb can speak to that a bit more, but you'll get that letter in the mail, and then as she mentioned, it'll be posted on the website banner as well, and you can log right in. Did you want to speak a little bit about that?
We will have the computer centers. Actually, I'm very thankful to our resident volunteers in each of our computer centers, the Island Computer Center and the Woodlands Computer Center. The hours of operations, which they're open Monday through Friday from 10 to 12. If you don't have a device, or if you have a device and you're just not sure or feel comfortable of accessing the survey, they have volunteered to be a resource, which is wonderful. And then for those residents that may be getting to the computer center, it would be a little bit difficult. We have volunteers in each neighborhood, which I'm referring to as survey champions, and those volunteers will be able to help their neighbors gain access to the survey so that they also can complete the survey. Well, another benefit of working with a research firm such as Hollering is we are able to benchmark against other CCRCs, continuing retirement communities in the area, and their benchmark for completion, which I know Shell Point, we can at least meet it, or we can exceed it, which is 75.8%, which is a large amount, but I know that we're going to be able to achieve that. I have great confidence in our community for sure.
Yeah. With close to 2,500 residents, we've got a number of you that we'd like to have speak up. And again, this is really for your benefit. We want to make sure that we're providing you the services and the resources that you want. We want to make sure that they are the very best in the industry and that whatever you desire is available to you in the appropriate fashion. So really, you're speaking up and giving us your voice on behalf of your neighbors, on behalf of your friends, and on behalf of yourself. So again, we'd love to exceed that 75.8% national benchmark. So you can help us do that, and then we'll find a nice way to celebrate as a community once we get the answers in and put together some action plan items. So anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, thank you for tuning in, and thank you in advance for your participation. Please tell your neighbors. Please have your friends speak up. If there are 2 people in your household, we want to hear from both of you. So again, everybody's voice matters. Some people have differing opinions than their spouse. I've heard that. So
and each resident will.
Yes.
We do encourage each resident to fill out,
That's
not
right.
per household, but
Yep.
for each resident. And it will take about 20 minutes.
Yep.
And we do thank you in advance for your time.
Yep. Thank you so much. Have a great
Thank
day.
you.